The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. This game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. They are looking extremely good so far. Start the season on fire with 6 straight wins.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Any win is important, especially when it's against a team in your conference. You know they want to win this one badly.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Evan?
Thanks, DA. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. Well, Steve, we know some players are notoriously slow starters. It takes them a while to hit their peak and get to where they want to all season long. How long did it take you to find your groove?
You know, it's different. Sometimes guys are coming off injuries and it takes them a little time. Some guys didn't do anything in the offseason, and you can tell right away who those guys are.
We name names. Let's name names.
And then you have some guys that have been traded, and it just takes them a while to fit in with the city and fit in with that team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Jordan Crawford out there with Holiday, and it's Cousins in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And the foul goes on Jordan Crawford. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Curry. Great D that time from Davis. Holiday against Curry. Holiday the pass to Cousins. It's good. Cousins has got his first points in this one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
Curry with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
New Orleans on D. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slacking and reaching.
Here's Cousins. The Warriors making the shot. Davis with a screen on Durant. Davis sets a screen. Pondexter kicks to Crawford. Shot clock at 5. Davis sets a screen beyond the arc. Headshot off. And Golden State will go the other way. Their last game against the Lakers, looking to carry it in.
The confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, it really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Team chemistry goes a long way in terms of overall team success, and this group exudes that every game.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
What's up, LeBron?
New Orleans moving it around. There's the screen. Screen by Cousins. This one for 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holiday against Curry. He kicks it to Pachulia. Here's Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
And so here's New Orleans, following the score by Golden State. Crawford dishes to Cousins. And again, no good by New Orleans. On wing. Durant kicks to Pachulia. And it's Durant attacking, and then Durant with the dunk.
Nope.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcase right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Controlled from outside. The next shot wide open.
Couldn't care less about the draft.
Got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Picked by Pachulia. Green passes to Curry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Intercepted.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
It's too easy.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Clark kicks to Green. He feeds it to Curry. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. It's Durant with the drive. Outside, Green. This is the Pachulia.
Wow.
Could not get off a shot. A 4-second violation.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. Tops in scoring, first in steals, and also he was the NBA's best free throw shooter, as close as it comes to automatic.
Curry with the steal. Pachulia into the lane. Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really, credit Green for getting the favorable position down inside, forcing the D's hand there. Draymond Green, the triple-double machine, was second in 2016 for the most in the entire NBA. He can rebound the basketball, he can score, and he loves to pass to the Splash Brothers.
Now here is Holiday. He had 15 points last night. Green with the block. Curry dishes to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who wait till he got it over to his teammates.
And Holiday kicks to Pondexter. Screen by Cousins. Pondexter, the pass to Cousins. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Warriors have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's deflected. And the foul goes on Jordan Crawford. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for New Orleans. On defense for Pelicans. They trail by 1. Durant in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Curry dishes to Pachulia. And they force the shot.
Oh, come on.
Great team. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Warriors.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of 3-point attempts. And that's been the league-wide direction. And this group has been...
Hurry up.
New Orleans has gone a meter 106 from 3-point land since we got started tonight. And Holiday kicks to Moore to the inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Cousins has got his second basket of the night. Curry against Moore. Baseline J on the way. Curry's shot is good.
And this has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
They are showing a lot of grit and grind, doing a nice job. Both teams going back and forth at each other.
Outside Holiday. Gets rebounded by Golden State. Outside Curry. Sinks that one from a post.
Stephen Curry mixing up his offense. Now getting the chance to score in the paint.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench.
Still got Thompson out with the injury.
It's a huge component to any team's success, and this is a team loaded with talent.
Now here's Cousins. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Screen by Cousins. Here's Pondexter. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. The Warriors lead. Curry. Up top, Pachulia. Back to Curry. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Green.
Come on, Green, you got to hit that.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside, here's Cousins.
Oh.
Cousins with the dunk. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Serious.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically
Rookies.
Number 1, Steph Curry. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Here's Holiday. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the middle. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And now a 3-point Pelican lead. Curry with outside Durant. On the clock. Pachulia inside. He's guarded by Cousins. Pachulia, no luck. Guys are potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? They're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type
Oh.
of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
When he's that close inside and the defender is giving up that much height, it's over.
They get a hand on it.
Oh my God.
Takes it from 10. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Warriors last season leading the league in points, field goal percentage, assists, 3-pointers made, Steve, 3-point percentage.
Yes, the three-point shooting in particular, they lacked the competition. Far and away the best offensive team in the league, and they were no slouches defensively.
The jump from broadcast booth to head coach is one that has been made more frequently in the last couple of years. We just saw our friend Steve Kerr do it. And Smitty, would you ever consider making that jump yourself?
You know what? I love coaching, Kevin. I do it with my
Burnt.
kids at the developmental age, at the youth age. In the NBA, I've talked to a lot of guys who said, Steve, if you can, wait till you get a chance to see your kids off to college and then jump into the fire.
How do you keep on top of that situation? When will you know it's the right time? Aside from the fact that they're going to be going to school.
You know, I think I'm going to just go play it year by year. I think the one thing that one of the other broadcasts from loving television, it's going to be hard to get me out of the booth.
I hope it is. We'd like to keep it. And here's Frazier after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Screen by Cousins. That one a little long.
The thing about setting screens, you have to be willing to sacrifice your body. It can't be half-hearted.
Curry passes to Livingston. He dishes it to McGee. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I like that he's attacking this quarter and choosing his shots wisely.
Frazier gets them on the units. The 11-footer. Cousins missing again. The Warriors trail up. Iguodala right side. Curry against Frazier. McGee is screen. Here's Iguodala. The layup missed.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
Cousins kicks the ball. Here's Maniunas.
Get out of here.
Fouled hard that time. No kick in the line.
Come on. No foul there.
Livingston, from last season's stats for him, averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question,
Brick.
he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. Hill is checked in for New Orleans. Livingston kicks to McGee. In the corner. Scores a bucket. He's made 5 basket by Hill.
And they've repeatedly worked inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Iguodala outside. Pass to West. Livingston kicks to Curry. That drops it.
Flash.
The assist from Livingston. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
Frazier dishes to Moore. Passes it to Cunningham. Feeds to Frazier. They set the pick. There's a screen by Moniunas. Frazier gets to Moniunas. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
Oh.
Livingston no luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't, it is ugly.
Count that bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
I love offense, and I don't know how long they can keep it up, but a great start.
Right side Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. It'll count. The shot is in. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like you do the one dribble pull-up, you do the one dribble fade back up one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catch the ball at the elbow.
I think you need to shave your eyebrow, bro.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can bring.
Yeah, the Brown definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they dictated tempo with their defense.
Iggy with the jam.
What's been big for? He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball. That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Get out.
And despite advances in defensive strategy last season, teams got even more efficient. Steve,
nice brick, bro.
You were a very efficient scorer.
You know what I like is when you play with a great team, Kevin, you take better shots, better quality shots, and you feel good. And a lot of times as they're saying now, good to great. What that means is I had a good contested shot, but I would pick it to you.
What was that?
Because you have a wide open shot. That's what I love about the way the game is played right now.
For the Spurs play, there's a good shot and there's a better shot.
Spurs, Warriors, a lot of teams are starting to play that way.
That extra pass.
Yes.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we're seeing Marcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA.
Got to hit that.
Dominant in post.
Come on, Livingston.
Pointer to his game. But at times his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned the corner. And his mind is grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it.
Really missing Thompson right now.
Professional I need to be.
That's just too easy.
As he understands he now has to lead. Example.
He wants to win, Dave. You know that. Thank you. Frazier gets the Moniunas. There's a screen by Moniunas.
Brick.
Frazier doesn't go that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Clark, the pass to McGee. Outside West.
Oh no, don't. Jeez.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing.
You can't jump past in this game? Seriously.
And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
Green is checked in for David West. And a change for the Pelicans. Cousins is checked in. Frazier kicks to Cousins. On baseline, Jay. JaVale McGee with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Don't like this lineup.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. To the middle, here's Clark. That misses and a chance to tie it there. New Orleans in the lead. kicks to Cousins and finished off by Davis.
Terrific court awareness to hit his teammate with a perfect pass in transition.
The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Green dishes to it out. Back to Green. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors
Kevin out back out there.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
That was a risky pass. Poor decision, really. Fortunately, they didn't lose the possession.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Pelicans also making a change. Drew Holiday is checked in for Tim Frazier. And foul called as he misses it from the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
The offense getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game. And the second free throw, good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Green, shot clock at 6.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the
Fuck's
Pelicans
sake.
lead by 5.
I'll tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. And there's the pass to Pachulia. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Clark. Pachulia kicks to Clark. And they get no good by Golden State. New Orleans leading by 5. Crawford outside. Holiday sets the pick for Davis. Kicks to Holiday. The feed to Crawford. Pulls his shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Crawford's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep in the second.
And it's pretty impressive seeing how Anthony Davis has been able to put on muscle since he came into the league. A skinny 215-pounder when he came in. He says the extra strength has been a big factor in terms of his growth as a player.
That's a good point. And one of the things, Greg, that's been impressive to watch about Anthony Davis's development, he continues to put the time in, work in, staying in the weight room. You talked about it before, adding that muscle.
A great point. And you knew he had the frame to carry more weight. Just look at those broad shoulders. A lot of it actually is just eating more. He had to make sure he was eating the right things. But after that, it was about eating in volume.
What kind of guy?
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
And that one drops for him. Clark shot 6.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Here's Crawford. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in their ideal spot.
Picked by Pachulia. Clark the pass to Pachulia. And Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Pondexter. 7 points in the game. And Davis now top of the key. And a hit bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Davis has got 8 points in the quarter.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he is just unconscious.
There's the pick. Green, the screen. Durant just inside the line. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday dishes to Crawford. Fires for Green. No good that time. And Golden State will go the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. There are a lot of great coaches known for their defensive prowess. And Steve, you have your pick for the best defensive coaches in the NBA right now.
Greg Popovich does a nice job. Rick Carlisle comes to mind. These guys just does a nice job of being able to change their defensive philosophy throughout the course of the game. Doc Rivers also come to mind, being able to play with what he has, and he can change up on the fly.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Now we talk about coaching trees. Steve Kerr in his first 2 years already has had 2 assistants, he's grabbed 2 head coaching jobs, and him himself, he coached on the best in the business.
Cunningham is checked in for the Pelicans. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. In the Kerr coaching tree, they're also talking about some big names like Alvin Gentry and Luke Walton. Their assistants that have moved to head coaching roles after their stint with Kerr.
Just fantastic for Steve Kerr to understand is if we keep winning, you don't keep losing assistants. But you know what? They're winning, and that's the nature of the business.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Holiday kicks the Bundex.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Golden State moving it around. Here's Durant. On top of Esty is fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and 1.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing. Oh, he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle, some urgency
From him there. Sure. Curry passes to Livingston. There's the dish to Pachulia. Durant kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Durant. Goes up on the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Warriors, number 1.
They love to run. I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. And here is Moore. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. West is checked in for the Warriors. Screen by Cousins. Holiday with the 3. The rebound goes to the Warriors. Durant's got 2 rebounds now in this one. High post for Julia. Cousins is there. West dishes to Kirk. Durant, the pass to West. The basket put off the assist from Durant.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
On Holiday, they set the screen. Out left in the wing, the baseline J. The Warriors pull it in. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will take possession.
I'll have a chance to check out the numbers for Kevin Durant. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 28 points per clip last year, 8 rebounds and 5 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Monteudis is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Durant, that's good. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Can Kevin Durant score the ball? Is water wet all day, every day?
Mondesi with it. He's got 7. No good from Moore.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from offense.
West takes the Kirk. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. That is a 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
There's the pick. Moore dishes to Monteudis. Here's Holiday.
Get out of here. Where's the foul there? That's all ball.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That one is off.
Yeah, this quarter they had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Iguodala in for Durant. New Orleans also making some changes. Hill is checked in for Pondexter. And Tim Frazier subbed in for E'Twaun Moore.
Come on, cut.
Golden State needs to get off the shot. Curry passes to West. They get it back. Outside Curry. He kicks to McGee. 1:07 left in the second quarter. With one in the
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Odiunas is spinning into that. Frazier. That three off the mark. Warriors win by 3.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
In this situation, I think it's a must.
New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Cunningham's shot is off. Warriors shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Curry kicks to Clark. He feeds it to West. And it's Clark in the corner. This is the Curry. A three-pointer, no good. Holiday the pass to Cunningham. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first touch of the line tonight. And the first one goes.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
No.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
The inbound, good until picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Curry, good.
Defense all over Stephen Curry when he's making it look so simple.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, up 1.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. They're doing a great job finishing the kicking. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within offense and shots start to fall through.
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now that's back.
And in a matter of moments,
oh, look there at the bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
I'm sure the D will improve from this point on, and because of that, he needs to up the ante in his attacks to the rim too.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Holiday out there, Jordan Crawford, and it's Cousins in at the 5 slot. Outside Holiday, baseline jumper, and it's good off the back rim and in. 14 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Steph
Curry was unanimous MVP from last season. There was no doubt he would be an MVP the way he played. He earned every first place vote for the award and swept the voting. He just can't miss from the line right now. He is the guy you want taking those.
Get out of here.
Curry get up and send that one back.
And foul goes on Jordan Clark. That's his third foul of the game. In about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Durant gets to Green. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And Holiday kicks to Crawford. New Orleans moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Davis sets a screen.
Get the hell out of here.
Last touch by Pachulia. Third quarter of basketball. And a turnover. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry.
Pick and roll.
Dishes it to Pachulia.
Oh.
Shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
It's Braun Cousins. Sweet.
Here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Number 1, Steph Curry. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
No good on the second free throw. Pass to Crawford. Davis sets a screen. Crawford gets to Howard. Three-pointer.
Flash.
Jumper. Holiday's got 6.
There was no defense present there whatsoever. Anyone could have made that wide open shot.
Curry gets to Durant. Back to Curry. That's the good off the assist from Durant. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. From 11 feet away. That doesn't go either for Cousins.
At a time they really need him to shoot well. But exact opposite is what's happening.
Green dishes to Pachulia. Pachulia from the top.
And Green is always looking to swing the ball for the best open shot available.
Pelicans trail by 5. Screen by Cousins. And Holiday kicks to Crawford. Offline with his first. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start today. Here's Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now here's Holiday. He's got 6. There's a screen. Passes it to Davis. The 11-footer. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Green. Pachulia against Cousins. They kick it out to Green.
Come on, Green, you got to hit that.
And he's really
wide open.
What's the problem with his jumper right now?
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
5 on Cousins. Take a seat, Cousins.
So for the Pelicans, Moniotis comes in for Marcus Cousins. And Moore shoved in for Drew Holiday. And he's got Julian. It's Curry with the drive. And Green slams it in.
At 6'7", Draymond is always capable of skying up for slams like that.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They set the pick. Green against Crawford. Shot clock at 6. It's in the line. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with an easy tip in.
Outside Curry. Durant up top. Over in the corner, Green. That doesn't go
What?
to Green.
That's the last time you're shooting green.
For these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Here sets a screen for Crawford. And Moore kicks to Von Dexter. Pass to Davis. Warriors with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier of defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
Here's Durant. 23 points in the game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is. We see it very clearly.
Burned.
Drives in. Came up in the air with the pump fake and then took it down. He has 7.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Curry passes to Clark. Green kicks to Curry. Hit by Pachulia. Back to Green.
No, you don't.
Pocket 6. Here's Clark. Good. It's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Defense has been atrocious lately for them. You can't blame him at all for wanting to address that here in this timeout.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in.
Get the board.
Solomon Hill is checked in for the Pelicans. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now a chance to take a look at the shot chart.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Warriors leading by 10. Here's Curry. 20 points for him. Good for his ninth make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Crawford against Curry. Warriors with the rebound. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's just gone stone cold, disappeared, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Now, the league last summer decided to implement new rules, Steve, to discourage the hack-a-shack intentional fouling. What'd you think?
You know what I'd like Kevin to see if we can get to a number during all quarters. If you get to a number, say, 15 team fouls. After that, no matter who it is, it's 2 shots and the ball. I think that would limit the hack-a-shack rule.
Possession would be a big factor in that, yes. And the Pelicans making a change here. Frazier's checked in. Dante Cunningham's checked in for New Orleans. And the basket by Hill.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, it went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Outside Curry. The pass to Clark. Hill against Iguodala. And here's Green outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hughes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it to Moore. To the inside. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Moore. Frazier's got 5.
When you get close to the basket like that, good things usually happen.
Curry dishes to Clark. Curry kicks to McGee. Here's the feed to Clark. Green with the ball. He's against Cunningham. From 11 feet away. And they force the shot clock violation.
Too slow.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Hill. Pelicans trail by 10. The dish now to Cunningham. Back to Frazier. Moore outside. Maniutis. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Maniutis has got his second bucket.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move. But Etuan Moore's one of those guys that I love. Undersized, maybe at the 2 spot or at the 3, but he plays the 1, the 2, the 3. He has a very, very smooth looking shot.
Curry's shot is off. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Cousins, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And with Moore, you like how he'll poke it and prod at the defense to create space for himself, and he also creates for his teammates to say if they bite on that fake.
What you love about Etuan Moore, undersized as a 2, but he can get it done. But offensively, he can play a little bit of 1. He can play off the basketball. He just does all the little things for your team.
Maniutis kicks to Cunningham. Frazier dishes to Maniutis.
Oh, get out of here. That was a mad block.
Curry against Frazier. Curry kicks it to West to stop the drought, and Maniutis picks up the foul. And he makes the first. And David West drops them both.
Always looks pissed. David West.
Pelicans trail by 8. And here's Frazier. He has 5. Moore outside. Now Maniutis. He kicks it to Frazier. Another miss by Frazier. Here's Clark. 11 points in the game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Iggy.
At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, number 1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness.
Get out of here.
We saw those great assist numbers a season ago. It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
First free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Both free throws good from McGee. 1:53 left to play here in the third.
That's too easy.
Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Maniutis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to West. Iguodala setting the pick for West. And he comes off the screen to pick the detention.
That's too easy.
Curry's got 24.
He is starting to find his groove. That is scary for the defense.
I run back. Oh, what?
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock.
That's a mismatch.
Second chance effort. And it's good for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Warriors leading by 7. And McGee kicks the Clark. And the 2-ball is good. Clark's got 2 now beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. New Orleans has got 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Screen by Cousins. Iguodala against Moore. Frazier gets to Maniutis. Clock at 4. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Misses off the left iron.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got him in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
6-second difference between shot and game. Here's West, and the stuff by West.
All the time.
Here's Frazier. He has 5.
Got Fraser.
He feeds it to Cousins. 1 second left, and he makes that one. Cousins has got 9 points here in the second half.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
He is still on fire. You had to figure he'd come back to earth a little bit tonight, but nope.
Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Yeah, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid defensively. Now we got to dig in. We got to guard, okay? And then we got to execute our offense.
Thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And so here's New Orleans. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. JaVale McGee is out there with West. Then there's Ian Clark, and there's Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Beautiful looking teardrop. That's a shot that's almost impossible to block.
Dishes it to West. Pass to Iguodala. And McGee kicks to Clark. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pocket 6. He dishes it to McGee. Shoots.
Wow.
It's hauled in by Frazier. Pelicans trail by 8. Passes to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. They've got 2 chances in the free throw line here. Free throw missing. Pachulia. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 7. Feeds to West. Down low. Here's Iguodala. Nice fake with the layup.
Iggy, are you serious?
Alfred Orland shooting from the field. 44%. Not bad. And Cousins kicks to Frazier. Here's Davis. His shot misses. West with some nice D. Curry with a wide open look. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second. So much of rebound is about position, effort. No lack of it right there.
Julian into the lane. Iguodala, the pass to Clark. To the inside. Outside for Curry. Count for 12. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Curry's being guarded closely. It makes it look so easy, though. The speed of his release is just unreal.
Davis setting the pitch for Crawford. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Iguodala dishes to West. It's good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pondexter kicks to Cousins from 6 away. And
Yeah,
Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Astor Clark kicks to West. To the middle. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from West. West has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It wouldn't be the first time. He's a closer, a player who loves to slam the door shut.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
He just needs to slow the pace of this game and get his players under control here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, who's checked in for West, and Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in to what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on our own. Guys?
Here's Pondexter, defended by Durant. Crawford outside. Cousins. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pelicans trail by 13. Frazier outside. Davis sets a screen. Frazier kicks to Cousins. That doesn't go either for Cousins. The Warriors have gone 47 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside Durant. Count! And we'll have a chance for a three.
See you later, Cousins.
And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Montevideo is checked in for New Orleans.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. So the fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed. Critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut. Decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
Outside Curry. Picked by Pachulia. It's Durant on the wing. And the wide open shot from Green. Kept alive. Pachulia. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
It's been a mismatch in a lot of areas. Effort, energy, execution. These teams have not been on the same level tonight.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Frazier. And so he hits both. Warriors leading by 13. Outside Curry. Outside Durant, picked by Pachulia. Durant, the pass to Pachulia. It's stolen by Davis. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Here's Clark. And Pachulia now atop the key. Curry dishes to Pachulia. The pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Durant. Guarded close. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Pelicans trail by 13. Pondexter kicks to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Montevideo shot is good.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
The feed now to Pachulia. Here's Clark. Green with a screen on Crawford. Durant for 3. And that's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Crawford outside. The dish now to Davis. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. Here's Davis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Against Stephen Curry. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in.
And Anthony Davis last season signed a contract extension, the richest contract in NBA history at that point, $145 million over 5 years. He'd already become a superstar player, now freed from the rookie scale.
Shit.
He's finally paid up.
Curry passes the Clark. He takes to Green. He feeds it to Curry. Back to Green. Pass to Pachulia. For 3, Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Alexis Ajinça is checked in for the Pelicans. Here are the Pelicans. Pelicans with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Holiday dishes to Crawford. Passes it to Davis. Here's Pondexter, defended by Durant. Pondexter gets to Holiday. And the shot goes in.
Here they come.
For Davis, a lot of money for a young guy, but you don't much worry that he'll get his priorities for a twister.
A great point, Kevin. He's a team first guy, all about winning, and he doesn't take it for granted. He didn't have all the hype growing up, but now he's living a dream, and he knows it. But he aspires to be great. He's not settling for anything else.
Giallo, he's checked in for Alexis Agency. Pelicans pull it in.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And good that time.
Shit.
He's a fuego right now. When he gets like this, he's hard to stop.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 30 points for Kevin Durant.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Curry against Holiday. To the left side wing. Pass to Diallo. That one dropped short.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Clark kicks to Green. Dishes to Curry. Now here's Durant. He started closely. And it's Clark in the corner. Durant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Holiday, the pass to Crawford. Davis up top. Wide open look. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors leading by 3. Durant attacking.
Wow.
And by Kevin Durant.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
Holiday dishes to Crawford. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. The Warriors shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Feeds it to Green. He dishes it to Clark. Back to Green. Curry against Holiday. 6 to shoot. Soft touching defense. 32 points for Steph Curry.
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Not going away.
Two-hander on the slam. Seems
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pachulia kicks the Curry. Green, the screen. To Pachulia. The pass to Clark. Some nice passing by Golden State.
And one.
2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What strength from Stephen Curry. Down there with the big boys, taking the bump and finishing.
Eunice is checked in for Diallo.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a bit of that killer instinct.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus. Protecting the rim has to be their number 1 priority here in crunch time. They need to recognize that immediately.
Clark dishes to Pachulia. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Davis gets the money.
Break.
Here's Pondexter, defended by Durant.
You'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Kicks it to Pachulia.
Yes. Game over.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown.
About time, Green.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running that offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Over to the wing. Here's Cunningham. Connects from three-point range. And so here is Golden State. At 1 point, they led by 16. So the first time drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Stephen Curry shooting free throw is just a treat to watch.
What is the point? I've got to go.
15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so they choose for just 5. He's had the foul, and I'm sure he will break the foul. And the first of 2, no good. Quick breaker. And the second of 2 is good. And that pulls it for a lead to 6. On that part here, the Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Pro Evolution later.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Required 5 extra, and Rodriguez picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Cunningham pushes it to Hill. Here's Moore. And again, New Orleans has no luck. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments.
Oh, I gotta go.
Sports post-game show.
Latest, guys.
Thank you, sir.